So currently, I am almost 11 months without busting any nuts. Yeah, I've had wet dreams, but they don't count. I haven't jerked off or had intercourse the whole of this year. In a couple more days, it'll be 11 months. And I just feel I got to give you guys an update because, you know, new month, another month, some new things have happened. Yesterday, I was on TikTok. You know, I don't go on there too often, but when I do, I waste time, which is cool. So I was on TikTok, scrolling away, wasting time, and I'm watching this video of this car drifting, and it literally, in like a corner, it was probably like, man, I'll try to give you guys an example, man. It was like, say this whole screen is the car drifting. This little thing here, there was a girl sucking some guy off, and I'm thinking like, fuck, I haven't seen that in a while. Like, shit. I mean, just watch that a couple more times. So I'm looking at him like, and then I start to get horny. I start to get the horn bags. So man, fuck, dude. And I go on it, and then I'm in that horny state. I go on his profile, and this cunt, bro, he fucking like he's made some. He's found out some TikTok hack where he can post porn. I'm thinking like, I'm watching porn right now. I gotta get off this fucking app, bro. So I get off, I delete it. I'm thinking like, fuck, does that count as like another porn watching thing? Because I didn't come on here to watch it, but I ended up watching it. But you know, porn's porn. You watch it, it's still gonna affect your brain in negative ways, right? It's not a good thing, right? It makes you think about sex way too much, right? Like today, usually when I talk to women, I don't look at them in like oh yeah, I want to fuck the shit out of you. Like the only thing on my mind right now is smashing you. Nah, I talk to women for the sake of talking to them. Like I don't want to gain anything from them. But back in the day, I never used to be like that. I used to talk to women to have sex, and sex was on my mind when I was talking to this. I would get nervous. I'd think about sex all the time. I get a boner, shit like that. Stopped watching porn. It went away. But today, I got up in the morning and took the dog for a walk, and I'm thinking like, fuck, no, I'm not gonna see anyone. Who cares? So I went no shoes, no undies. I was wearing these shorts, right? Like sport shorts. And I walk out the house, I go to the dog park, I'm in the footy oval. I took my shirt off because it's a really nice day today. I'm just walking around, I'm thinking like, fuck, this is sick. I love fucking nature, I love taking the dog for a walk. My dog's running, I'm faster than my dog now. He's getting pretty old, he's like 11 years old. So I'm racing and I'm speeding him in race, dude. I'm like, fuck yeah, you slow little bitch, fuck you. And then there's this lady, she's walking her dogs, and she's got that thing that you put the ball in, just fucking whip it. Like, you know what I'm talking about, the stick, and it's got like a ball in the end, just whip it, and it goes far. So she did that in my direction. So the dogs and her were walking my way, right? And remember, I'm no shoes, no shirt, no undies. So I'm vulnerable right now. Like I'm a vulnerable person in that circumstance. And she walks over to me and she's like, oh my god, your dog's so cute. Oh my god, how old is he? And I go, fuck, she's pretty hot, man. Like, fuck, yeah. She's been pretty old. She's older than my mum, but she's pretty hot. Like, I know back in the day she'd be a fucking she'd be a back in the day. So I'm thinking like, fuck yeah, like nice. But I'm talking to her, and she's got some, to put it nicely, she has some nice breasts, some nice lips, and a nice butt for her age. And I like older women. I don't really like talking to the chicks my age. They're pretty boring most of the time. But I'm talking to her, and I'm thinking like, fuck, I hope I don't get a boner right now. Like, it's gonna be pretty obvious if I get a boner. Like, I'm thinking in my big head, like, please don't get a boner. And then my thoughts drift down to my little head. And what does my little head say? Fuck, she's got some pretty nice tits. Fuck, nice. She has got some pretty nice tits. Imagine squeezing those. And then my little head starts to turn into a little bit of a bigger head, and I'm thinking like, fuck, this is not good. Like, there's no, if I get a full-on hard on here, there's no hiding this. And then she's saying like to me, oh yeah, I just went through like a pretty bad divorce, so, you know, like, I'm pretty just like weirded out at the moment. Like, I don't feel myself. Like, I just want someone to talk to. I just went through a divorce, you know. And I'm like, fuck, please. Why didn't you fucking approach me in 2022? Why have you got to do this right now? I've got 1 month to go, and you're gonna fucking tempt me like that. And then I'm thinking that with my big head, and my little head goes, fuck, she's got a pretty nice ass. And then, full on, man, I just full get a chub on. I get the full chub, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, like that. So, you know what I do? There's no putting my hands over, there's no like, chucking it to the side. She's right in front of me. So what do? I just sit down on the ground, with my legs up like this. And she goes, why are you sitting down? Why have you sat down all of a sudden? Yeah, I just went for a run earlier, so my legs are kind of sore. I'm a quick thinker. But, man, it made me nervous to talk to this woman. Like, it made me too horny to talk to this woman. It put me in a horny mind state because I intook some pornography. Man, I saw I saw about this big of some bitch sucking dick. So now I've got sex on my mind. Like, I'm more focused on sex now. And, you know, it's not a productive thing for me to think. It's not a positive thing for me to think. I could be thinking of, fuck, how would I get some money? How do I make myself more happy right now? How am I going to make a better video than the last? But because I saw that little pixel of some chick sucking a dick, I'm thinking like, fuck, like a gobby would be pretty good right now. Like, fuck. I could just say like 11 months is good. Like 1 month isn't going to make that much of a difference. But yeah, just stay away from those fucking devilish websites, man. Honestly, they're disgusting. They are terrible for your mental, honestly. Like, I remember I used to watch them every single day, in the morning even sometimes at school. I couldn't focus. I thought I had ADHD or some shit. I couldn't focus. Well, I could focus, but I couldn't focus on things that I needed to be focused on. All I was focused on was sex, the porn. So, man, before you start to type in PORN, HUB, think about how far you've come and what it's like when you finish and how you feel after you finish, man, because you just feel guilty, disgust, and you just feel shame for yourself. And I don't like that feeling. I'm sure no one likes that feeling. But yeah, 11 months, I got 1 more to go. Woo! I full think I'm going to weigh a couple kilos lighter when this year ends, honestly. Fuck weight loss, bro. Just go on semen retention and just bust a year later, bro. You might lose a couple kgs, bro, or some limbs, pounds. Peace and love. Frick the system. Stay salubrious. Yo.